Guys, it's your boy, Barca boy 103. Just finished watching the match and Barcelona beat Barbastro by 4 goals to 0 in the round 32 of the Copa del Rey. As easy as like a better result than last year at this stage. Maybe you could say a bit of improvement on that part, but it was a win. That's all that really matters. It was as expected, as comfortable as it should have been as well. And overall, it was easy progression to the round 16 of the Copa del Rey. The starting lineup for this match is on the screen for you right now. It was Szczesny in goal, a back four of Kounde, Araujo, Inigo Martinez, and Gerard Martin. Midfield three of Frenkie de Jong, Eric Garcia, and Pedri. And a front three of Fermin Lopez, Lewandowski, and Pablo Torre. It was actually Fermin Lopez playing off the left and Pablo Torre playing off the right. Again, fairly strong team with a few minor rotations in this game, but still a lineup definitely capable of beating Barbastro as it did. The first goal scored in this match was scored by Eric Garcia in that first half, which is Barcelona getting chance after chance, all via headers. It was a corner kick that ended up getting cleared away. Frenkie de Jong whipped in a brilliant ball to the far post to Araujo, who headed it across goal to Eric Garcia, who again headed it to an open net. He was unmarked as well, and that gave Barcelona the 1-0 lead. The second goal scored was scored by Robert Lewandowski. Again, another header, a free kick from Pablo Torre, whipped in, headed in by Lewandowski. We had a very similar chance in the opening few minutes of the game from Kounde, who missed it, but this time Lewandowski is there to pounce and to convert, and he gives Barcelona the 2-0 lead. The third goal was scored again by Robert Lewandowski to complete his brace in this game, and it was, a well-worked goal by Barcelona coming down the left-hand side from Fermin Lopez, who found Pablo Torre in the middle, who had an unbelievable assist here. He flicks the ball over the Barbastro defender and slips Lewandowski through 1v1 with the goalkeeper, and of course Lewandowski buries it, completes his brace, and gives Barcelona the 3-0 lead. And the fourth and final goal was scored by Pablo Torre. It was a mistake at the back by the Barbastro goalkeeper. Gives it right to Pablo Torre. He, I think, slipped after trying to attempt a pass. Open net for Pablo Torre. He puts it in, makes it 4-0, and completes Barcelona's brilliant game. So the overall team performance rating on the night, I'm going to be giving it a 7 out of 10. You have to, of course, keep in mind of the opponent that we are playing. But I think we still had a good game nonetheless, dominating as we do expect. This is exactly how I expected the game to go. First half was, a lot of control from Barcelona. A lot of our chances coming in from headers. Kounde missing a header, Lewandowski. I think Araujo missed 2 headers. I think Eric Garcia missed a header in the second half. So Barcelona were very much an aerial threat in this game. You could say Barbastro had little to no chances in behind. They had that one shot in the first half that Szczesny caught comfortably. Second half where Gerard Martin kind of slips the ball underneath and in between Szczesny's legs and almost goes in. Apart from that, they had really no chances at goal. So the defense was very strong, midfield was very sturdy. The attack was, flowing. Again, a lot of chances were created in this game. A lot were missed. Honestly, this game probably should have been 6-0. For Barcelona. I think Kounde's header should have definitely been a goal. I think Araujo's one as well was a big miss. Also, Badi missed a good chance in the second half alongside Fermin Lopez. So a lot of chances went begging in this game, but a 4-0 win, you can't really go wrong. A good way to start off the year as well. So team performance rating, I think, as depending on looking at how strong the lineup was for this game in terms of the opponent as well, I will give it a 7 out of 10. Let's now get into the players' individual player ratings. Of course, I'll start off with the goalkeeper, Wojciech Szczesny, making his debut, of course, for Barcelona 3 months after signing out of retirement to replace, of course, the injured Ter Stegen. I'm going to give Szczesny 7 out of 10. I thought he did really well. What I loved about Szczesny in this game was how quickly he distributed the ball, whether he was catching it on his feet, very, very quick into making his decisions. A bit of a slip up maybe at the end there, getting nutmegged by Gerard Martin. I know that Szczesny's a bit weak, not only on his near post, but also in between his legs, but kept the clean sheet. He's 1 clean sheet for 1, which again, he's only 2 or 3 off Inaki Peña this season, but I think he overall performed very well. And again, I liked his quickness in terms of making decisions in the game. Very, very fresh and very likely to see that. Now we're starting our partnership in front of him, of course. First on the right hand side, it was Ronald Araujo, who of course also made his return to Barcelona for the first time in about 7 months. Average 6 out of 10, did what he had to do, no real complaints. Passing is, I still don't think that he's, a guaranteed walk into this starting team. I think defensively, yes, but on the ball, he's just major question mark. We saw him, of course, lots of passes, cleared the ball a lot randomly as well instead of looking for the passes. I think when we're comfortable he's comfortable, but when he's put in tight and, high intensity, high press areas, he tends to not crumble, but tends to react very quickly. But apart from that, it was average from him, so I will give him a 6 out of 10. Alongside his partner, Inigo Martinez on the left as well, average 6. Did what he had to do, no real surprise, no complaints either way. I don't even think he had to defend that well, that much in this game. It was mostly coming down the Kounde Araujo side, not really much down the Gerard Martin Inigo side. Of course, had that head clash, which he did recover from, thankfully, and I think he just put in a decent shift in this game. Now for the fullbacks, of course, first in the right-hand side, Jules Kounde, average at 10 from him as well. Loved his overlapping runs in the first half. He some good movement. He had a little bit of trickery to him. He had some, quick feet. I'm thinking, damn, Kounde, didn't know you had this in your locker. But after that, it was just a sturdy performance from him. Didn't do anything too crazy. I think the props I would give to Kounde today is his advancements in the final third. He made a lot of progressive runs, attacking these spaces as well. But again, it is Barbastro, so I'm not gonna, lose my head over it. Left back, Gerard Martin, average 6 out of 10. I think he did pretty well in that first half, slipped up a little bit in the second half, full 90 minutes under his belt as well. But again, when you perform so poorly and then you face a 4th division side, you do all right. I'm not gonna gas it up too much, but I think he played all right. There again were some slip ups a lot in the second half. I think in the first half I would have given him a 7 out of 10 for that performance. Now into the midfield. Firstly, we're gonna start off in the pivot with Eric Garcia. 6 out of 10, but I gave him an extra point for the goal. Loved his interceptions in this game. I think he picked up a lot of loose balls in the midfield. Looked pretty comfortable as well. Big question now is, do we sell him this January or not? That's going to be a real headache, I think, in my opinion. Of course, having a player like him just for the rest of the season will be very, very important. I don't think his price will change that much from now until the summer as well, but I think he played a pretty good game. And again, as you know, second option to Casado, looking not too shabby in my opinion. Pivot partner was, of course, Frankie de Jong, average 6 out of 10 for him as well. Didn't do anything crazy. Great pass for the pre-assist, you could say, for the first goal. Apart from that, I think he was pretty strong in terms of his progressive, his ball carrying from the defense to the attack. Interceptions wise and defensive wise, it was more so Eric Garcia doing the dirty work. Had a few slip passes in that first 15-20 minutes, but for the full 90 minutes, he was basically in control for the majority of the time. So I would give him a 6 out of 10. In the 10 was, of course, Pedri. Again, another 6 out of 10. Played how he should. There's a lot of 6 out of 10s here that I don't think anyone performed to a very, very high level. I think everyone kind of just performed the way they should to get the result. Pedri had a lot of great, passes again in the final third, but no one linking up to them, no one either getting onto them or no one finishing them. Had some great pings in as well and controlled, I think, the midfield pretty well for his standard against this kind of opponent as well. So I will give him a 6 out of 10. Now, of course, on the left-hand side of the midfield, it was Fermin Lopez. I've given him a 4 out of 10 because I just think he was beyond stinky. People are going to be questioning, of course, Fermin Lopez a lot. I just think he had a poor game. I just think that, he played that exact same position against Atletico Madrid and played really well. I think this game just wasn't his night. To be fair to him, he had some good control, great progressive runs as well, but in the final third, he was very poor finishing. Some of his crossing wasn't that great. Decision making as well was piss poor. That's why I think he's getting a lot of the stick, and that's why I kind of give him that low rating as well. But I don't think he was too bad to say, like, oh, alarm bells, sell him, he's crap, and all that stuff. But we'll see how he progresses over the next few weeks. Right-hand side was the man of the match for this game without a shadow of a doubt, and that is Pablo Torre. What a performance from him, 2 assists and a goal. He's a player that needs to be given more opportunities. I mean, when you're starting Fermin Lopez out on the left, I think now Pablo Torre should be overstepping him in that power ranking. Of course, in the 10, maybe Fermin Lopez is a bit more comfortable in there. You can make that argument, but Pablo Torre just reminds me a lot of the midfielder that comes through, that the fans want to see more of, who plays well, but then in the end gets shipped off. Very interesting to see how Flick, rates his performance after the game. I'll wait and see if there is kind of any power ranking. We of course talked about during the Christmas break that Pablo Torre wants to stay. He wants to, prove himself. He thinks the Copa Del Rey would be a great example of that. And he showed that. Not only did he get the 2 goals, 2 assists and the 1 goal, but he was brilliant. Crosses into the box, his control, turn, movement, brilliant for a midfielder playing on the wing as well. So you can't go wrong there. And again, hopefully he does get more chances. 9 out of 10, man of the match, fantastic performance from him. Finally up front was Robert Lewandowski. Got a brace, gave him 7 out of 10. Again, didn't score any goals. I probably gave him a 6 as well. Hold up play was okay from him. Some of the runs were very, very late and beyond. He was dropping a bit too deep for my liking, especially when we have 5 midfielders playing in behind him. So That's probably just part of his game, but got the 2 goals as well. Good finish on the second one and the header as well, despite the deflection. It's still difficult to do that. He still missed that chance in the first half as well. So he had about 4 chances, scored half of them. Can't go wrong there, so I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Now for the substitutions, the subs were, of course, Gavi, Cubarsí, Ansu Fati, Dominguez, and Tony Fernandez. Of course, Gavi did play 45 minutes. Probably give him a 6 out of 10, but I did think he played very, very well. Great energy in the midfield. His defensive recovery runs were fantastic in this game. He did stop, of course, one big counterattack from Barbastro. But again, he's just a player that I think every club in the world would take. He's so good on the ball, off the ball, running in behind. And then to be fair to him, he had a lot of good, passes into the final third, but apparently the pitch was just so bubbly and stuff, and he was kept on pointing at the pitch, and the pitch was, deflecting the ball and stuff like that. But I thought he played very, very well. Cubarsí defended pretty well. Ansu Fati had some good movements, but he just looks like he's playing with one leg, man. He just looks so dejected. Hopefully, again, he gets more chances. We can see a bit more of him. Dominguez at right back was not looking great, to be honest. Had some good defensive tackles, but running wise and in space, got cooked. Tony Fernandez came in for about 10 minutes, ran around, had a couple passes, can't really judge it too much. So interesting sub selections from Flick, I will say that, but again, impactful nonetheless. And last but not the least is, of course, the manager Hansi Flick, who tonight for me will be getting an 8 out of 10. 4 goals, clean sheet, progression. You can't really criticize him too much. Made all 5 substitutions as well. Well, let's see, make his subs earlier, man. I mean, bringing on Tony Fernandez with, was it 10 minutes ago? Just bring him on earlier, 15-20 minutes. The game was already done. Give the fans a bit more excitement. I liked how he made the halftime sub as well for Gavi, for Pedri. That was good. Lineup in terms of the starting 11. We'd love to have seen Ansu Fati start, at least have that one natural forward there. Playing a bunch of midfielders out wide is a bit boring. IMO. Apart from that, though, can't really judge him too much. Again, it's a game where you expect Barcelona to walk the park with it. And in the end, we did do that. So I will give Flick tonight an 8 out of 10. So that's a match review for Barbastro versus Barcelona in the Copa del Rey. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, in the comments down below as well, let me know your thoughts on everything we did discuss. The main thing, firstly, of course, is your thoughts on the performance, your player ratings, and your manager rating as well. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.
Go,